my superstars. So I'm your Arpita Miss. How are you all doing? I'm so excited to get connected with you. And today we are going to learn maths. That is one of your favorite subject. क्योंकि आप लोग में से बहुत सारे लोगों से मैंने बात किया एंड आप लोगों में से बहुत सारे लोगों ने ये बोला कि your favorite subject is science and maths, right? So it is a wonderful day today. Get ready with your pen and your copies and note down everything bit by bit whatever I teach you today. Okay? So let's get started. So we are going to study about integers. Integers क्या है? What is integers? So all the numbers which you find, any numbers which you find, either it's 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and so on, these all are numbers. Then you also have -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. These are also an integers. All the numbers which you can ever find, all these things are integers. So here आप जो भी देख सकते हो ना, सारे numbers जो आप लोगों को पता है वो सारे integers होते हैं. Okay? तो अभी you would be having a question, is this an integer? Yes, it is an integer. And you can ask कि 498 integer है क्या? So yes, it is an integer. -6412 क्या ये integer है? Yes, this is also an integer, right? So this is a positive integer, this is a negative integer. Any numbers which have a minus sign on it और फिर उसको हम लोग negative integers बोलते हैं. Anything which has plus sign in it, that is known as positive integers. Then आप लोग को ये लग सकता है, चलो I am going to give you another example. For example, √6. Is this an integer? No, this is not an integer. Then you may also have a question, is 2 by 3. 2 by 3, is it an integer? No, it is not an integer, it is a fraction. So it is a no, it's not an integer. So you may have a question 3.6. These are a decimal number, so these are not an integer. Okay? So now we have understood what are integers and what are not an integers. So let's go to the next topic. So now we are going to see, मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि how can we do the plotting in a number line. How are you going to plot in a number line? First you make a straight line, and then I know many of you would be knowing and may not be knowing, but still it is quite interesting. Let's see. सबसे पहले you need to write a 0 center पे आपको 0 लिखना है, and then you will do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So these are all the integers, and now we are going to plot as, वहाँ पे 5 तक किया है ना, तो यहाँ पे भी हम 5 तक करेंगे. Okay? So 1, बहुत सारे लोग ना देखो, आप मुझे बताओ कि whether it's right or not. Most of the people यहीं पे गलती कर देते हैं. Whenever we are doing a positive integers, it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. जब भी negative integers आता है तो most of the people do यही वाला गलती जो यहाँ से शुरू कर देते हैं -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no, this is wrong. How we need to do is, we need to start and plotting the number from 0. It starts from 0. So 0 से start होगा -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and so on, right? So जो भी numbers, the numbers which has positive sign, the numbers which has plus sign, तो that is known as, जो कि right side में है आपको number line में दिख रहा है, that is your positive integers. What it is? It is positive integers. The numbers which have the minus sign on it on the left hand side, that is known as negative integers. What it is? It is negative integers, right? So if I am going to ask you to plot a number, अगर मैं आपको बोलती हूँ कि चलो आप number line पे 3 को plot करो, mark करो. So what are you going to do it? It's 3 and you are going to plot it as 3. If I am going to say you -5, because we already have your -5, and you can plot it right over here, right? So now let's go to the next topic. Okay, so now we are going to learn subtracting and adding in integers and how we are going to do that. So there are 4 major rules in that. इसमें अगर आप ये जान जाओगे तो आप चाहे जितने भी बड़े numbers हैं, how much ever big numbers you get, and you will be able to solve that. So first is plus minus minus. Okay, minus plus minus, plus plus plus, and minus minus is minus. So these are 4 major rules for adding and subtracting. अगर किसी भी दो numbers पे it is a positive integer and a negative integer is subtracted, you are going to get a negative integer. If you are going to subtract or add a minus integer and positive integer, you are going to get minus. And if you are going to both add the positive integers, and you are going to get plus, and minus minus is also plus. So very easy. बहुत ही आसान तरीका है इसको समझने का या याद रखने का. अगर यहाँ पे आपको डिफरेंट साइंस मिल रहे हैं तो वो माइनस ही होगा. देख रहे हो, माइनस प्लस माइनस, माइनस प्लस माइनस, माइनस प्लस माइनस माइनस. अगर आपको सेम साइंस दिख रहे हैं, प्लस प्लस का भी प्लस, माइनस माइनस का भी प्लस. So these are very 4 main and a major rule for adding and subtracting. Abhi I will show you an example. Okay. So let me give you an example. मैं चलो आपको एक example देती हूँ. For example, -6 minus 4 equals to what? See, here is minus minus is plus है ना? तो minus minus will be plus. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, this is 10. But greater number पे minus का symbol है, so it will be a negative integer. It is -10. तो अभी देखो, for example, यहाँ पे आपका जो -6 -4 दिया हुआ है, तो ये अगर ये वाला integer is also minus और उसको आपको subtract करना है, तो this will be inside a bracket. ये आपका ये जो number अगर आप ऐसे लिखते हो इसी का minus, तो that will be wrong. It is a complete wrong. It will not be like that. ठीक है? So let me give you few more examples for you to understand it. तो चलो we'll take a number 8 minus 6 है ना? So plus and minus will be minus. 8 minus 6 is 2. And यहाँ पे greater number पे plus है, so it will be plus. इसी same number को let's take in a vice versa मतलब integers है ना? So minus 8 plus 6 if you take, यहाँ पे भी minus plus minus होगा, so 8 minus 6 will be your 2, and but the greater number has minus in it, so this will be minus. So let me tell you another thing. अगर आपका ये जो sum आता है 8 minus 6 is 2, यहाँ पे हमने positive integer डाला है, तो आप plus लिखो चाहे ना लिखो. ओके, आप लिख भी सकते हो, नहीं भी लिख सकते हो. You can write or you can not write. Another thing we can, another example which we can see is -3 minus 9. So minus minus is plus. So 9 plus 3 is your 12. 9 plus 3, yes, it is 12. And the greater number has minus symbol in it. So it is minus 12. अगर आप इसको vice versa भी करोगे, -9 minus 3. So that also is equals to 12. And the greater number has a minus in it, so it is a minus. Okay. Okay, so the next topic is your addition properties. So I am going to tell you, मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि what are the addition properties. So there are basically 3 addition properties, and first is cumulative properties. What happens in cumulative properties? For example, it is A plus B. So that is equals to B plus A. Okay. So here you can see A plus B equals to B plus A. एक example मैं आपको बताती हूँ. 2 plus 4. So 2 plus 4 अगर आप add करते हो, it is going to come what? It's going to be 6, right? So अगर आप 2 plus 4 करोगे तो भी 6 आएगा. अगर आप 4 plus 2 करोगे तो भी 6 आएगा. See? 2 plus 4 is also 6 and 4 plus 2 is also 6. So it is a same answer. So what happens in cumulative properties is A plus B equals to B plus A. This is what happens. Abhi ek example, if I give you an exemplar question and I tell you 3 plus dash equals to 5 plus dash. Okay. So if you are going to get a question, अगर आपको कोई question आएगा, सबसे पहले तो you all would have understood कि A plus B equals to B plus A. आप आगे पीछे भी you can alter an addition and आप लोग पीछे आगे भी add कर सकते हैं because you are going to get the same answer as we have got this in here in example. तो अभी एक example आएगा. For example, you will get a question कि 3 plus dash equals to 5 plus dash. So here if we are going to take this cumulative properties, as we know A plus B equals to B plus A, है ना? So here this is your A equals to 3 and B equals to 5. Okay, so in the dash we can fill it up. B के जगह पे 5 डाल दिया and A के जगह पे आप 3 डाल दिए. So you are going to get the same answer, 8 and 8. So this is how, if you get a question, how you are going to solve. This is an example and this is what happens. ये होता है आपका cumulative properties में. Now the second comes is associative properties. अभी हम देखते हैं कि let's see what happens in associative properties. So A plus B plus C equals to A plus B plus C. So here if you have three numbers, let's say 2 plus 4 plus 3. ठीक है? Let me write it here. I hope it's visible. Children, so note it down, everything, every bit of it which I am writing, and if you are having any doubt, just repeat it once, see it once again, and even if you are not able to understand, मैं आप लोग को दोबारा से समझाऊंगी. I'll teach you once again. Okay, so let's take an example for A, B and C. आप जो क्या है, usually if in the first point which you can see, B plus C को आपने pair up कर लिया, you're going to pair up 4 plus 3 and 2 plus 7, right? And you're going to get answer 7 plus 2 is 9, right? In the same way, अगर आप इस pattern में भी करोगे, if you're going to do in this pattern also, it is you are going to pair 2 plus 4 plus 3. So it is going to come 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 3 equals to 9, right? You can do it either of the way. So basically आप A plus B भी कर सकते हो. You can add A plus B. Then you can add A plus B with C. Then you can also add A plus C and then you can add back to B. You can also add B plus C and B plus A. So this is the meaning of associative property. For example, आपका यहाँ पे question, if it arises a question like 1 plus dash plus dash. Hope it is visible. This equals to we can say dash plus 7 plus 5. Okay, this is a question, an exemplar question. It's visible? Okay, so we are going to use the associative property, है ना? So A plus B plus C, if we are going to see in that way, so we are going to get the value of A is 1, B ka value is 7, C ka value is 5, and we can put it over here. B's value is 7, C value is 5, A value is 1, and we can get the furthermore answer. So this is what happens in associative properties. If there are three numbers, you can pair up any two numbers and you can add up with the third number. Okay, this is all about your associative properties. Yes. So the third properties which we have in addition, the third property hota hai, that is your repeated properties. एडिशन. सो इसमें क्या होता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम एडिंग 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So I'm adding the same number. How many times? I'm adding it 1, 2, 3 and 4 times. So we can get the answer by 2 multiplied by 4. Yes or no? So this is your addition properties of repeated. The addition properties has the third property, and that is your repeated addition. This same thing you can take another example. 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is 3 into 3, 9, this is 8. Okay, so this is all about the repeated properties. Yes, so now we are going to learn about integer sign. As I have told you just before, the 4 major rules of the signs, right? We all remember this now. Plus is plus, minus is also plus. So plus minus is minus, plus minus is minus, and minus minus is plus, minus minus is plus. As we were learning about the integer sign, so first comes in addition and subtraction. If there's a sign in addition and subtraction, the main factor is the number should be greater. We'll not write it like this. We can write it greater number. Okay, greater number. Okay, so as I told you, whenever हम subtract कर रहे, whenever we are adding, whenever we are subtracting, so whatever result you get, जिसके साथ भी आप कर रहे हो, जो भी integers है, if the bigger number, the greater number is minus or plus, so it depends on that कि answer पे which integer is going to be, negative or positive. So if we come now, secondly we come to the multiplication or division. This is multiplication and division. If we come in this place, so even अगर आपका multiplication में ऐसा हो भी जाए, for example we can take an example. Okay, minus 6 into minus 2. So minus minus will be plus. Okay, minus minus will be plus. It will not be the way it happens in addition and subtraction. Now it will happen in the same way. But if it is minus 6 by 2, if it is divided, अगर division होता है, so it does not depends. It is regardless on it is greater or smaller. The answer what you get is 2. It is 3, right? So it will be minus, plus minus minus. And if it is the division, if it would have been like this, minus 6 and minus 2, I hope it's visible. So the minus minus will be plus, and it is your 3. Okay, so in division, it is an example, like it is the main point for this is addition and subtraction में the greater numbers, the greatest number sign will be given in the answers, and in multi-division it is regardless of greater or smaller, regardless of greater or smaller. So everybody note it down very clearly and understand this very well. So what is the integer sign and how it is different in addition and multiplication or subtraction or division. Now we come to the next topic, and that is multiplication properties. As we had the addition properties, so here we have multiplication properties. In the same way, the first property, it is cumulative properties. So that is, just see, if A into B, it is, if A is multiplied to B, then it is also equals to B multiplied into A. I hope we all remember just now we had read A plus B was equals to B plus A. So in the same way, multiplication property में अगर आपका A is multiplied with B, जो आंसर आपका आएगा B multiplied with AB, वही आंसर आएगा. We can take an example, that is 6 into 2, right? So 6 into 2 is also equals to 2 into 6. 6 into 2 is also 12. And yes, 2 into 6 is also 12. Right? So this is what about the cumulative properties or the multiplication properties, what we have the first point. So before going further, my dear students, just watch everything properly and note it down whatever I am saying, because at the end of the session I am going to take the test for you. So secondly, we have the associative properties. What happens here is, if A is multiplied with B and C, A into B into C, A into B into C, so it can also be A into B into C. So as I told you, both the numbers can be paired up. For example, this A can be multiplied with B and then it can multiply with C. A can multiply with C and then it can multiply with B. B can multiply with C and then it can multiply with A. तो हम लोग कोई भी दो नंबर्स को पेयर अप करके थर्ड नंबर के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं एंड वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द सेम नंबर. चलो आई विल टेक एन एग्जाम्पल फॉर दैट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 into 6 into 3. ठीक है, पहला टाइप में देखते हैं. 6 into 3 is 18 and 18 into 2 is 36, right? Now if in this part we can see 2, this we have taken 6 and 3 as a pair. So 2 into 6 bracket and 3. 2 and 6 we have taken as pair. 2 6 are 12. 12 and 2 3 and it is your 36. We get the same answer, right? So this is what happens in associative properties of multiplication. And let's go further to the third topic, which is definitely different and it has different properties. And we'll rub it off. Everybody note it down. Yes. So this far we have done with cumulative, multiplication properties and then associative. And now thirdly we come to the distributive properties. Let's see what happens here. Here I am going to first give an example. No, we'll go directly to the formula. You have to remember it all. A into B plus C. Okay. So if this is a sum, for example it is a sum, how we are going to solve it? Usually बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे करते हैं कि B plus C, you add it up and then multiply. So according to distributive properties, we have to distribute the numbers. What we need to do is A into B plus A into C. Let's see how it comes up. A into B plus A into C. So this is how we are going to solve any problem. Now I will give you a small example. Let's do it all together. Let's take an example of 2 into 4 plus 7. So how you are going to do it? According to this formula, see, 2 into 4 plus, okay, 2 into 7, and we get the answer. 2 into 4 is 8 plus 14. 14 plus 8, and we know it all. And here also we get the same. So this is what happens in distributive properties. So yes, this is how we come to an end for the multiplication properties. Yes. So now we have come to the last topic which we really need to know. That is your 0. What is the value of 0 and how it has been put up together. So first we are going to come to the addition. If we come to an addition, let's take an example of 6 plus 0. If we take an example of 6 plus 0, what does the answer come? 6 plus 0 hota hai 6, right? And again, if you're going to take minus 2 plus 0, it is going to be minus 2. So when you add any number with 0, it will be as it is. If you add 10 plus 0, minus 3 plus 0, minus 7 plus 0, any number it would be. So the number would be as it is. Okay? It will be as it is. Now, when we come to the subtraction, अगर आप 6 को minus 0 के साथ करते हो, here we did the addition, now we have come to the subtraction. If you subtract 6 से 0, so the number would be 6 only, okay? But if you do minus 2 minus 0, so minus is plus, it will be 2, but the greater number has minus, so it will be minus. So this is what the 0, what is the value or how 0 is taking place in addition and subtraction. I can give another example. When you are getting यहाँ पे 0 minus 6 minus 0, so it is 6. But it is different when 0 is subtracted by 6. When 0 is subtracted by 6, it will be minus 6. Okay? It will be minus 6 because 6 is the greater number and minus is its symbol. And the same thing if we are going to do with the 0 here, if we are, see, we'll make it a division so that you are able to know, हम लोग को पता चलेगा. तो अगर आप 0 को minus करोगे minus 2 के साथ, and you will get 2 because minus is plus and it becomes your plus. Okay? See, so earlier we had solved this problem, 0 minus 2 equals to 2. Here I have not written any symbol which also means as plus. We can write it like this. If we go in further, अगर हम लोग नीचे जाएंगे, इसको हम लोग ऐसे लिख सकते हैं. Okay? So जैसे कि मैंने कहा, as I told you, I have written here plus 2. If it is a positive integer, आप plus लिख भी सकते हो, नहीं भी लिख सकते हो. It means the same. Thirdly, we are going to come to the multiplication. अभी 0 में multiplication कैसे होता है? Let's see. I'll take the same number for you to make you understand. If 6 is multiplied with 0, it is 0 only. If 6 is multiplied with 0, it's 0. And if minus 2 is multiplied with 0, then also 0. So, if you multiply any number, any such number as either it is 8, 9, 7, 3 into 0 equals to is 0, or 0.300935, any such number, जो भी number आप multiply करो, either it's a very huge number, either it's a very small number, the same answer you are going to get is 0. Okay? Now, lastly, we are going to come to the division. If we divide 6 by 0, if we are going to divide 6 by 0, so it is, इसका आंसर कुछ भी नहीं होता है. It does not have any answer, so it is written as like this, which means not defined. Okay? It means not defined because any number divided by 0 has no answer. It has no answer at all. But on the other hand, अगर 0 is divided by 6, then what do we get? If 0 is divided by 6, we get 0. ठीक है? So इधर हमें क्या समझ में आया कि आपका कोई भी number, if it is, अगर वो divide होता है 0 के साथ, तो इसका कोई भी आंसर नहीं होता है, चाहे जितना भी बड़ा नंबर हो. It is not defined. But if 0 is divided by any number, it is always a 0. Okay? So I am zooming it again, children. You just pause it and note it down in your notebook. In 0, how we saw the addition, if 6 plus, if any number is added with 0, it is as it is. Any number it might be. And if subtraction, you do the subtraction with any number, it will also be as it is. But अगर आप see here, if you minus 0 with any number, so it is a different number. For example, we have taken 0 minus 6, so it is minus 6 only. Here you can see 0 minus minus 2, so minus minus is plus over here. So this is how you are going to get. In multiplication, आप जितना भी number addition कर multiply कर लो, whatever number you might multiply, the all-time answer will be 0 only. Okay? And if you divide any number by 0, इसका answer कुछ भी नहीं होता है. That means it is non-defined, and you can symbolize as this. And 0 divided by 6 is, any number is 0. So hope, my dear students, all these today I have covered up all the topic, whatever you have in your chapter number 1 in teachers, so that it is helpful for you to so that we can enter through the exercises. So let's meet in the next class, go through it thoroughly. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me.